Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on another team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this defense, they were ready for that 3rd down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the 4th down.
So Clemson's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and...
Oh, what a move to get open! Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Clemson is quick to the line. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
We joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Connors. Sets up the screen. They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and now they have a decision to make. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. The offense changing the play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man down the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to make sure that he gets looks.
Turning it on. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Hurricanes in a good spot here with second and short. Gives it on the option. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give out of the gun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here in the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
They go to the ground, and there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. So the problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws, nice.
Touchdown, Hurricane! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw, it's Connors. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Tigers want to move quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. The screen, and watch out. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. The screen, he can go. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rooks. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Connors. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Snags it over the middle. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No,
Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he... Out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield on first down. They'll run the screen. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That last completion sets him up on second down. The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Canes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Canes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to go up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Dropping back, it's Connors. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Clemson jumps to the line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burks. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson, in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Quarterback making checks. To the air on second down. Makes the catch. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end now in motion. The play action fake. Finds the tight end. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. And the Hurricanes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The give to the tailback. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Gets it out fast. Fights off, just dismissing tackles. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Burks. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Rooks. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Connors. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Clemson.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll leave it with him. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Clemson is quick to the line. Back to throw. It's Connors. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that 4th down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
They're going to run it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Canes are marching down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Quickly complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wants to adjust the pattern. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you've got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them.
Going for the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up into 3rd.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. To the air, it's Connors. Finds his tight end. Plows through the defense. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clemson jumps to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Got a man. It's Burks. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. the back and leaves it on the option. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. That last completion.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. How about this strong safety here, just trusting his gut and going and making a play on the quarterback?
And you can't coach that. A lot of times people see things or they don't. And understand, I can go get him right now. I can understand the situation. There's all kinds of guys throughout history that just have a great feel. He had a great feel on that play, went to the quarterback, got the sack.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man, it's Connors. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
I feel like it's hard to forget to cover the big fella, the tight end, the man over the middle of the field most of the time. He comes wide open. I don't know if it was a busted coverage or whatever, but he makes the big play for this offense, and the defense better take note. We got to cover the tight end.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers! They take the lead with the 6.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. 1st and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, 1st down. From the gun, looking for a man. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. Still on his feet at the 35. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Puts it out of the air. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to take a shot. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The Hurricanes are rolling down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. They just keep firing. This time on target. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll leave it with the lone back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They need the 40 to convert here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Canes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal blocking.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Quarterback may change this route. Out of the gun, looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. An extra point here will tie the game.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Connors. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And I think the quarterback throwing that pass off his back foot is what led to that incompletion. Just not as accurate as he would have liked to have been.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Rooks. Converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Unloads quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on second down. Defense in press coverage. Catch in the middle, it's Burks. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Trying play action. Catch in the middle, it's Burks. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
Let's not overcomplicate things. My guy is better than all of your guys. No matter how I give it to him, I'm going to keep feeding. That's over 150 yards now. What a day for this wide receiver.
Caught in the backfield, it's Burks. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They try to pop a run on the draw. He works his way inside the 30. They'll mark him down at the 29. It brings up fourth down, and let's see what they do. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one is perfect. And now they take the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to TCU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anything.
He's going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. They've got the screen set up. Open space at the 25. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. He's got the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
The upset's been bubbling all day, now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Going to sling it on second down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to get it himself. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very... productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And now on second down for this offense. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. At the 40, there he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. The Canes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Got his man. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Back to pass on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Past the 40. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Trying to keep this drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They convert the fourth down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Using the quick game. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And at this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
Gives it on the option. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The tension, the intensity, the drama, the offense steps to the line on 4th down in overtime. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They give it to him again. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Quick release by the QB. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they score first here in overtime. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. To the air, it's Connors. Complete with conviction on the crosser. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Wants to go up top. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. It's third down, and they need to get it in the end zone to stay in the game here in OT. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. Third down, and they need a touchdown to stay in the game. To the ground to try to move the chains. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. Off the play fake on first down. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants. Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Trailing by a touchdown, third and goal, and they have to have it here in overtime. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Harvin. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Fourth and goal for the game. Looking to throw, it's Connors. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Burks. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Staring at a 3rd and long here in this first overtime possession. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Get it out to the supersonic guy. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. Rides the back on the option to give. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
They haven't gotten much done here. 3rd down, and they need to at least pick up a few to make the field goal attempt easier. Might be calling a hot route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he's stopping behind the line of scrimmage, tried to break out the spin move and still couldn't get loose. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. One play, win or lose right here. 4th and goal in overtime. The offense changing the play. He's looking to pass. Trying to barrel in. He got it in. Ball game. What a clutch play as they win it in double overtime. He hung in there as long as he could, and it paid off.
What toughness. The QB just hanging there knowing you're going to get hit, but still throwing a strike down the field. Offensive linemen are going to love that guy.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time